Welcome right into an immersive explainer on a truly ancient, mind-bending cosmic mystery. We're going to be exploring a powerful concept today, one that's perfectly captured by the image of a glowing, slightly eclipsed moon completely shrouded by these dark, red-tinged clouds. Now that imagery, it isn't just there to look dramatic. It actually represents an ancient secret hidden deep, deep within mystical texts like the Zohar. Today, we're diving into the very architecture of existence. We're talking about Mazal, lunar defects, and souls born under judgment. Think of this as a journey through the hidden mercy that's just waiting behind the dark night of reality. It's going to be a fascinating ride. And this brings us to a really profound question. It's one that humanity has literally wrestled with for millennia. Why do some souls seem to just spawn into a life of absolute hardship, while others, well, they just glide right through effortlessly? We're looking at why some lives seem permanently locked onto hard mode from the very moment of birth. And the ancient sources we're unpacking today reveal something incredible. This isn't some random punishment, and it is definitely not a cosmic mistake. Rather, it's a profound, meticulously designed cosmic configuration waiting right behind the night sky.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1, The Secret of Mazal.
We've got to start with this absolutely crucial concept because it completely reframes how we view equality, justice, and really the entire descent of the human soul. There is this incredibly famous ancient teaching in our sources that boldly states, children, life, and sustenance depend not on merit, but on Mazal. Now, stop and think about that, because it totally disrupts conventional logic. We are almost always taught that good deeds equal a good life, right? But this teaching suggests that our deepest, most vital life channels, our family, our lifespan, or livelihood, they aren't just earned through personal merit down here on Earth. There is a much higher root configuration at play.
So let's completely redefine Mazal right now. I want you to forget the common translation of fatalistic luck. Throw that out. Let's use a tech analogy instead, because it fits perfectly. Mazal is actually the highest tier of cosmic engineering. Think of it as the upper cloud routing layer. In mystical terms, this is associated with the highest Sephirot known as Keter. This is the unseen foundational layer of divine energy that literally directs the entire flow of souls and abundance down into our world. It's not random chance at all. It is a highly, highly sophisticated routing system.
Which leads us to Section 2, the Cosmic Cloud Network. Let's actually map out exactly how this divine energy travels from those hidden top-tier layers all the way down into our physical, everyday reality. We're going to break down the exhaustive mechanics of the Sephirot here, tracking the journey of a soul. Just imagine it as data moving through a massive network. Step 1 is Keter, or Mazal, that upper cloud routing layer where the source energy originates. Step 2 is Bina, which acts as the root server processing all this immense energy. Step 3 is Gevora, and this acts like a heavy, restrictive firewall of judgment, filtering the flow. Step 4 is Yesod, the specific channel or pipeline funneling that data downward. And finally, Step 5 is Malchut, which we can call the Lunar User Interface. Malchut is the moon, it's the final screen, the monitor, where all that cosmic data actually projects into our physical reality.
Moving on to Section 3, The Blemished Moon.
But here's the big question. What happens when that final user interface, the Malchut or the moon, actually experiences a defect or an eclipse? What happens to the data, meaning the souls, when the system is strained? Well, it's the exact difference between smooth cosmic routing and a severely restricted network. On one hand, you have white mercy, driven by the Sephirot of Hesed. This provides smooth routing, a crystal-clear lunar channel, and a soul spawns into an easy, flowing life path. But on the other hand, you have red judgment, driven by that firewall of Gevora. This creates a blemished moon pipeline. The energy has to pass through a really heavy firewall, resulting in a difficult, restricted life path. The moon, our interface, is literally colored by these heavy red clouds of judgment.
Let's dig deeper in Section 4, Souls Born Under Judgment. When that lunar channel is defective or blemished, certain souls simply must descend through these shadowed, red-tinged gates. So the absolute crucial point here is that some souls specifically emerge when din, or judgment, dominates the cosmic network. Their descent happens precisely through this blemished lunar pipeline. And because of this, their physical lives down here are marked by fracture, poverty, deep pain, or extreme difficulty. But listen, here is the most incredibly validating truth for the human experience of suffering. It is not a punishment for something they did wrong. No way. It is simply a specific architectural reality of the cosmic network at the exact time they spawned into the world.
Section 5, the game of Tikun.
Okay, let's totally shift our perspective for a second. If these are advanced souls, why on earth do they enter such intense, restricted conditions instead of just avoiding them altogether? Well, whether you look at it through the lens of a software engineer or a kid playing a video game, the mechanics are totally identical. For adults, we look at the origin as those cloud routing layers, but for kids, it's just like a cloud save in a game lobby. The descent through the Sephirotic channels of Yes Sold, that's just the game's matchmaking and spawn points. And that hardship we talked about, the red judgment and the blemished moon, that is exactly like spawning your character directly into hard mode. These advanced souls are intentionally placed into the toughest lobbies, the absolute hardest levels of the game, for a very specific reason. They are there to beat the level and fix the code.
Which brings us to Section 6, Sweetening the Red Clouds.
This whole descent into hard mode has a distinct, incredibly empowering purpose. In mystical terms, it's called Tikun, meaning repair. The ultimate goal is the ascent and the sweetening of the world's judgments. Remember those 3 life channels we mentioned all the way back at the beginning? Children, life, and sustenance? When a soul drops into hard mode under a blemished moon, it is specifically taking on the immense, heroic task of repairing and sweetening those exact 3 dimensions, not just for themselves, but for the entire cosmic network. Let's quickly map out how this timeline actually builds. It all starts pre-descent, where the soul is just waiting in the hidden pure white light of ultimate mercy. Then comes the descent, spawning into the physical body through those heavy, shadowed, red gates of judgment. Next is the repair phase, the Tikun. This is the grind of navigating that hard mode existence to sweeten those 3 life channels. And finally, the payoff, the ascent. By beating the level, the soul actually repairs the lunar interface itself, renewing the dark, blemished moon back into a brilliant, flawless state of light.
So as we see this moon shift from dark to light, we really start to grasp a radical truth. Our hardest battles are not cosmic punishments. They are the cosmic network relying on our specific, unique strength to repair the code. The next time you face a seemingly impossible hard mode situation in your life, I really want you to ask yourself, are you being punished? Or were you chosen as the exact right soul to sweeten this judgment for the rest of the world? Thank you for joining us for this complete journey through the Pardes. We hope these ancient truths help you and your family improve your own dimensions this week. If you enjoyed this full chapter deep dive, please like, subscribe, and share which part of the journey touched your soul in the comments. We'll see you in the next chapter.